Hello everybody and welcome to the Vivify podcast, the only podcast which guarantees a 50% chance of putting a smile on your face. I'm your juicy Clementine Mamushi.
And I'm your standard boy, Scorpio.
Standard boy.
Standard
Nice.
boy.
Why go
boring as they
exciting?
go.
Why be exciting? I said why be exciting? We could be a standard boy.
Standard boy. Anyway, how have you been? It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been, some would say, a while.
It has been a while.
Yeah. I love this bit. This is my favourite part of the podcast because you forget how to do a conversation. You're like,
Yeah.
how do
no,
people
it works both
talk?
ways.
It works
we're
both ways.
doing it. Yeah. We're both doing it. We're waiting for one of us to somehow segue into a reasonable conversation.
Oh, segue. Nice. That's a good segue, that is. So, I got a bit of news for you.
Bit of
So
news.
that's it. When life gives you lemons, bring some news out. So, Ring of Elysium, which is...
Curious news face.
Your Curious George news face. Not sponsor, Curious George. Because, I mean, why would it? It's a book.
There we
and
go.
A film. That's not the bit of news, by the way. It's not a live-action Curious George movie, or sorry. So, Ring of Elysium, which is a free-to-play brr game. And
Battle
for those
Royale
which
for
don't
those
know,
that don't understand.
no, it's a cold game because you play it in the snow.
Yeah, but
That's what it's a
new
burr
map
game.
isn't...
What?
The new map isn't,
Well, don't ruin it.
Sorry.
So, currently, and that's not a Sultana cousin called Currently. Currently, the map on Ring of Elysium is a snow map, and you can glide, you can rock climb, you can die a lot, and the new map has been
Didn't you
unveiled.
say snowboard? Sorry.
What did you just call me?
A snowboard.
Why did you call me a snowboard?
No, you just didn't mention snowboard, and that's kind of everyone's favourite part.
Well, glider's the best. Glider's the best. No one cares about a snowboard.
Snowboard.
You can't snowboard in water. Or drowning with a board on your feet.
You can't glide in water either.
Yes, you can. You just float on the top, and that's it. You're off. It's absolutely fine. So
boat dragging you. Anyway,
the new map is just some weird island.
Yeah.
It's nice and bright, nice and colourful. And so far, the transportation I've seen that was in the trailer was you can do a BMX. You can just apparently do a BMX. Just like, whoa, that's it, done one.
I guess that's snowboard replacement, right? For the new map.
Yeah, that'd be the snowboard one. And there's loads of like ramps and stuff, so you can do sick tricks in the air, which is cool.
I'm guessing they've actually implemented tricks and stuff as well.
Yeah, it showed it all in the trailer. The trailer's like a minute and something long, so I
give it a
recommend put it in there. Oh, Ben will put it in the description below.
Here we go.
And you've also got the glider's back, which it looks more mechanical this time instead of it just being like a weird plastic or tarpaulin thing. It's like a robot kind of glider. You also get the
Maybe
robot
it
works.
might. Otherwise, if it doesn't, there's going to be a lot of falling to death.
I wish there was an engine on the back though, and just that's it, you're off. But
so a plane. Basically got a plane.
Plane. Now that would be a good thing, wouldn't it? You just hop in a plane. Although, what would be the point when you get the helicopter?
Just leave, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. Or you've got to get the plane into the helicopter.
Yeah.
What else was there? There was the grappling hook. So for those of you Nintendo fanboys who were crying out for a Zelda Battle Royale, you can now pretend you are him and just hook shot all over the place. And also one thing which was really cool was it looks like you can get in this weird orb underwater, and you can just have a little join in with a squid if you want, a giant squid.
Well, so not that it was ever focused on realism, but they've just decided screw it.
Yeah, absolutely. They've just gone nuts.
I think that's fine, honestly. That's fine as long as they keep the same gameplay aspects and stuff. I imagine as long as the map runs the same. Is it the same size, do you know, as the
I don't know. I'd imagine so. Or maybe it's slightly bigger if you count that you can now go underwater.
Yeah.
But again, that might replace the mountains, to be fair. So
yeah. And you mentioned
the
danger zone is now a monsoon instead of
it's a massive heavy storm, tropical storm thing with lightning, and it looked like there were slightly bits of flame as well coming through. They didn't quite show it off, so maybe the lightning does actually hit buildings. So that would be really cool, because I know you had like the avalanche for the first map, or I guess the second map if you count the beta map. So, the avalanche is destroying buildings, so maybe...
It's quite interested to see how that's going to work, actually. Will you take damage over time in the monsoon? Because obviously the cold kind of makes sense. You naturally would take damage or slow down. But Monsoon is kind of like, technically, if you don't get hit by anything or caught in a flood, you should be okay.
Yeah, I'd like to think that everyone is made out of sponges, so you can only absorb a certain amount of water before the sponges can't move anymore. That would be what I would like to see.
So we're like a SpongeBob SquarePants Battle Royale.
Yeah, I mean, it's underwater, so yeah, just find a pineapple and you're laughing.
I can't hear you.
What?
Don't worry. That was a SpongeBob intro joke.
What?
Can't hear you. Anyway, on to my piece of news.
Tell me.
And this news is very sad.
Oh.
The biggest breakup of 2019 has already occurred. Activision and Bungie.
Oh no, did the cord snap?
The Bungie cord has officially snapped between Bungie and Activision, which hopefully means we get our Bungie back. Because ever since they've, Destiny was kind of left Microsoft. Were they exclusive to Microsoft for a while? They were, weren't they, with Halo?
Yes.
I don't think they made anything else.
No, then it was, I think 343 Studios took over from Bungie.
Yeah, they took over
right?
from 4. Yeah. Halo 4 was 343, but everything previously was Bungie, at least for a while. Yeah. Anyway, those were the good old days. Halo 3 being a lot of people's favourite game of all time, and definitely up there with mine. Yeah, it's kind of interesting because when they joined with Activision, did they join with Activision for Destiny, the first one?
Yes, yeah, I think so. And then obviously Activision went with Blizzard, so, and then, the rest is history. Very bad video game in history.
Such a shame though, because the concept with Destiny again is so good, and it's one of those things that it's so well written, and the characters and the world is there for it to be such a good game. And some people enjoy it, but it's not got that like pull factor that the Halo campaigns and stuff used to have.
No,
I think it's because
that's the problem.
Actually, because the things that Activision implemented, obviously Activision had its benefits for Bungie, definitely in terms of scaling up the projects. It's a lot bigger than it probably would have been if they didn't team up with them. But it's kind of sad to see what happened, and hopefully this means either I don't know if is Destiny 2 the last Destiny, do you think?
No,
I don't know if it
I'm
has
sure
an
they'll
end
make
game.
another one, won't they? They'd have to do 3. I mean, there wasn't really much of an end game in the first one, to be fair, because they just added on loads of DLC. But I think that was the problem with Destiny, was that the full game was after all the DLC was added, which you then had to pay for, or you just waited like 3 years, got the Game of the Year edition for like £2. I think most of us did, to be fair.
Yeah, well, most people picked up Destiny 2 for free when that was on Activision. I mean, that's sad.
It should have been, to be fair.
That was literally a promotion tactic for their DLC.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Forsaken, whatever it was, I can't remember.
The Forsaken King, was it?
Something like that. We'll go with that.
Like,
Forsaken King, the Destiny 2
sounds like
DLC.
Lord of the Rings thing, doesn't it?
It does.
The Forsaken King. But I'm just happy that Bungie. Well, I'm hoping anyway that it was Activision that forced Bungie into that like premium, free-to-play economy for a game you actually pay for. I'm hoping it was Activision going.
It does seem to be the big boy companies that bully these, the smaller ones that merge with them into doing stuff like this. Yeah. This is why I'm praying that Obsidian, although they've been bought out by Microsoft now, don't get too touched by Microsoft in in that.
You don't want the bad touch by Microsoft.
No, not the bad Microsoft touch.
No.
But that's another thing, though. That game again, I really want it to be good. Was it I can't even remember the name of it now. The Outer Worlds or something.
The Outer Worlds, yeah.
Something like that.
Sadness, I think most people called it.
And it looks so good. The Sadness. Don't you like the look of it?
No, it looks alright actually. It does look pretty fun.
I'm just hoping it's so stupid now, because quite a long time ago you watched a trailer and you watched it and you're thinking, wow, this is what the game's like. That's what I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
I know there was some exceptions. There was always some of the big companies. I think Capcom used to do quite a lot of lies originally with some of their trailers. You watched it and then it wasn't like that when you bought the game. I may be completely wrong. It might not be Capcom.
Definitely, it was Gearbox was one. Obviously, with the one that sticks
true.
out in my mind was Alien vs Predators. I think Ubisoft you might be getting confused with Capcom, because they just straight up.
I know Ubisoft have had a nightmare. Were they Did they do Watch Dogs?
They did Watch Dogs, yeah.
And even Rainbow Six. I think Rainbow Six looks pretty decent now, but if you watched the original trailer and what it was like at release, it's just like, what happened to the game? Where did it go?
You had the hostage, didn't you? That just went to drone. Oh, please help me! Like, what? There's no way. Oh, a good way of giving away the position for the drone anyway. But it was like you could breach in anywhere when it showed the trailer for Siege, but no, you could only go through certain windows. That's it.
I think it's such a shame because it really is only the big companies, and same with EA and FIFA. People buy it just religiously.
Yeah.
And it's so scummy, really, because if you think about games like that, FIFA 19, for example, that game, you know, the graphics slightly improve each year, not even noticeably anymore. Obviously, there was a period over the previous 10 years where it escalated massively from, you know, you couldn't even go in 360 degrees. You had your sort of northeast and, you know, your compass points, and that was it.
You had 8 directions.
You just locked to axis, and that was terrible. But now we've got to a point where it's clearly the platform works, and it works well. Yeah. Any changes they make are just kind of frustrating because you get used to it one year and they change it the next year. But it's you know, they could technically just keep updating it. There's no need to bring out another one. They could bring out,
like they've done with Siege. It's just you keep updating it year 1, year 2, and stuff like that. But they know that it's going to be millions of copies sold, so why would they? For minimum effort, it's so frustrating.
I know. And they've kept Overwatch going in a similar way. They keep bringing new stuff out. Although I've actually reached the point now with Overwatch where I'm pretty much done because they've brought so much stuff out. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, they always keep nerfing the older characters as well, which kind of makes me laugh. Like, I still feel bad for Mercy. Like, everyone who mained Mercy,
I know,
she's almost just a dead hero these days.
Just because some pro players complained. That was it.
Yeah.
They said it was unfair, and it kind of felt unfair. But so is, you know, Reaper's ult, for example. That's so overkill in comparison to Sam. It's crazy.
Yeah. And you've got like Brigitte now, who's just Reinhardt and Mercy pretty much just in one, and a bit of what do you call it, Orisa in some ways with the shield that she can just go around, and it's just so stupid. It's like they've run out of ideas now for heroes that they're just combining heroes together and then making them all way too powerful. That's games for you guys. 2019.
Well, no one can seem to find the right balance. It's either bring one out every year, Call of Duty do it. I know they have different developers and whatever, but technically it's still a Call of Duty franchise game every single year. FIFA, same every single year. Technically, the game is solid enough to just keep updating it.
Yeah,
you could just bring out FIFA, the game, and just update it constantly. What changes? The kits change. Maybe the stadium changes, but everything else, the coding is done.
Well, the sponsorships, I guess.
Yeah, but even that kind of thing, realistically, you could update that in a tiny patch file.
Oh yeah,
it's incredible, and you know, I wonder realistically how long it takes for them to go from sort of FIFA 19 to FIFA 20. How much goes into it?
20 minutes.
I can't see that it's that much.
No,
redesign the menu. Okay, that's fair enough. I think that's
which seems to get worse and worse as well each year. It just gets harder and harder to navigate.
Yeah, actually, kind of think that with the current console dashboards as well. The old ones were so good. The old 360 one, I know it didn't look nice, like if you compare it to now, but it was so easy to do everything you wanted to do. And now it's just like, where are my games? I can't. Honestly, on the Xbox One, I turned it on the other day, did the updates for the first time in about 6 months. I was like, where is my game library? It took me a good couple of minutes to figure out where my game library was.
Yeah. That's what I like, because I've just been playing a lot of PS3 and PS4 recently, and the UI is actually quite easy. Like PS4, it's you'll recently play games literally right next to starts. Like you just go, I've just played that, so obviously it's Persona 5 for me. So that's like the first game I see, like, okay, perfect. But with the PS3, where I've downloaded so many games onto the PS3, it's in a little folder. So it's got, if you want to play PS3 games, click on that folder. It's got them all listed alphabetical. And then same for the PS2, PS1 games, which are got on there as well. And it's
and that's all you
just
need.
So
really.
easy. It doesn't look great, but that's the thing. Like now you can download themes anyway. It's just icons and then a nice little background to a bit of music. But yeah, it's weird. Don't understand how people can't get a UI correct. Just to get it there for ease of access.
And even worse, when they get it right, and then go to something else which no one likes.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. If something's fixed, break it. I think that's it. That's the attitude people have got these days. But, oh well.
Anyway, should we get onto our game section, which we haven't got a name for yet?
No, we're gonna have to come up with a name, aren't we? Yeah,
Let's
we've
do
got
it.
like
Let's think
time
of
to
a
get
name.
blurbed on the Vivify mass debates. I would say let's do it right now, but the problem is it's going to take about 4 hours, and people
think
won't
of a
want to
name.
listen to us come up with a name for 4 hours. I don't know.
Never know.
Maybe they would. Maybe they would.
How about comment section? If you can think of a name for the game section where we say a name of a random thing that doesn't exist, and then spontaneously create the game from the name itself.
Yeah. What was it? Spontaneous sex or something you said last time?
No, that's what I said. Spontaneous, and you said,
No, I didn't say. You know.
I said spontaneous sponges.
You know. Spontaneous sex sponges. Yeah.
Yeah.
The triple S.
Anyway,
do you want to go
if you
first
can
this
think
week?
of a name, down there.
Down there on Ben's end.
Below that, in the comments.
Oh, below that, eh? Adventurous.
Right, let's get on with it. Who's going first? Rock,
go
paper,
first this
scissors.
week.
Rock, paper,
Oh,
scissors.
okay.
Right, ready? Rock, paper, scissors.
Shoot. Oh, okay. Well, either way, I would have won. You don't do rock, paper, scissors, shoot?
No,
Oh,
I'm a simple boy.
That must be a down south thing then. Down south. Right, so I won. You go first.
Okay. Right, so my game is called. Ready?
It's called Ready. Oh, okay.
No.
A crisp-based game.
I don't know what I was thinking now, actually. Flex Dragon Extreme.
Flex Dragon Extreme.
Yeah, go wild.
Go wild. Well, I mean, straight away I was thinking some kind of gym-based game where you're a dragon and you need to like bulk up. So it's like a How to Train My Dragon, but
Right.
you're the dragon and you're like a tiny little thing. And then you obviously do some bicep curls. That's how they do them. Or
Yeah.
dragons do them like this. That's how they do their bicep curls.
I've never seen them, but I believe you.
Yeah. T-Rexes do it like this. But yeah, so it's got to be like that. It's got to be a gym dragon simulator.
Okay.
Or it
What
could
console?
be. You'll console the dragon. I know that much. Sorry, powers and protein. There you go.
Just
I
rip the
think
Spyro Dragon model and then just recolor it a bit.
Oh yeah, actually no, that's it. Spyro Dragon model, and then it goes up and up to eventually gets like the Skyrim dragon.
That's cool.
That'd be it.
Is there any dragons better than Skyrim dragons in games?
Yeah, the ones on that BBC program. The ones who live in the den.
Oh, Theopophetus.
Theopophetus and Peter Jones. Yeah, those are the top two dragons.
I can't think of the woman. That's the one I actually wanted to call a dragon, but there we go.
I know Deborah Meaden.
Deborah
We got
Meaden's
her.
the one. There's another
What's,
one as well now, but
yeah,
I can't
what's
think of her name.
Curly Fries. Can't remember her name.
I'll do. Curly Fries.
Curly Fries the dragon. Nice nickname for your dragon.
I like
What's it
it.
called, Curly Fries?
Flex Dragon Extreme.
Flex Dragon Extreme.
So is it basically just like a gym simulator but with a dragon and you flex?
See, I think Gym Simulator as a dragon, but it reminds me of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. You could be with CJ and go kill people or help people. No, you couldn't actually help people. It's Grand Theft Auto. But if you ate loads of burgers, you used to get really fat, didn't you?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh god, I remember that now.
yeah, and then if you run whatever it was, like 10 minutes in game, 10 minutes,
Yeah.
you lose weight and stuff. I think
God,
that
yeah,
could
you
be
got
it.
really fat. I remember that was amazing.
Yeah, and you could run like 4 meters, and then you just like puff out of energy. It was brilliant. I really liked that. I wish they kept it in some of the others.
know,
to
I
be fair, 'cause
know.
It was funny.
It was good.
But yeah, I think
Frustrating
that could
but
be
good.
frustrating but good. Yeah, that says
Right.
a lot about a lot of games actually. That's our review. Just easy, frustrating but good. So there you go.
Yep.
8 out of 10.
Right then, what have you got for me for your game name?
Okay, game name.
That should be
It's
the name
not
of it.
what you think. Okay, it's not what you think because we need to figure this out together. So it's
Okay.
POW, which normally stands for Prisoner of War. Okay.
Okay.
But I want us to come up with something else for POW.
Right.
Like penguins on whiskers. I don't know.
Penguins on
Some-
whiskers.
penguins on whiskers, the cat of food.
I think we should. No, I'm not going to do that. That's a drug.
Oh.
I was thinking penguins on weed could have been a very interesting concept.
They're already chilled out anyway. They live in the Antarctic.
Yeah, so what happens when they have that?
By the way, just a quick Google check. Is it Antarctic or the Arctic or both that they penguins live in? One of them.
Depends where you put them. I can pick one up and put it wherever there's not one.
Yeah, they don't put up much of a fight.
Okay, so...
They're used to pick up, aren't they?
Let's not do penguins on weed. Right, how about... I'll pick the W word and you pick the P word.
Okay.
And we're not going to say them to each other. We have to think of the words, and then whatever we come up with has got to go.
Okay, piranhas.
Okay? No, not yet.
Oh. Unbelievable.
Because now I'm thinking about something that... No, I'm not saying that again.
I was going to say piranhas or whales.
God's sake. I like the sound of that.
Piranhas or whales, because it could be...
It just reminded me of Feed 'em Frenzy.
Feed 'em Frenzy.
Feed it. Why was it so good?
It's just so simple, so stupid, but it's a lot of fun.
Okay. Okay, I've got mine.
You got yours. Okay, so I need a new P word.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Obviously, thought of one, but no, I'm going to do that.
Middle word, I guess it's going to be on. I guess that makes sense.
On, of, or?
Yeah, okay.
On, of, or.
True, it could be any of those. Yeah.
Could be any of those.
So are you going to say yours first? I'm not changing mine. I've locked in. In fact, I'll write it down.
Okay. Right, I've got mine.
Right, hang on.
And it's got a stick no matter what, yeah?
Right. Go for it.
No, I can't bother to write it down.
No, you don't need to with yours, because you're first.
Yeah. Right, ready?
Yeah.
Panties.
On wheels.
Panties on wheels. There it is. Panties on wheels. So, right. Are panties, are they going to be the rims? Or are they the actual car itself?
I think they've got to be the car. And to drive them, you've got to get into the panties.
In the panties. That's it.
And it's a racing game. Got to be a racing game.
It's got to be, obviously.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'd be a meal-based game, I guess.
Yeah.
Panties on wheels, meals on wheels. Just put your burger in the panties, as they say. Put your
I'm feeling
taco
like
in
it
the
could
panties.
be a battle kind of game, as in like a Mario Kart kind of type game. And
you want to. I'm just going to step in here. If it's a battle game, we have to change the color of blood. If we're having panties on wheels and the blood is red, I think we might cause a stir.
What colour do you suggest?
Unless we say each race has 4 periods, I don't know. But yeah, that'd be the way we get away from it.
Yeah. Okay, let's just
brown
ignore
would
that
be a
fact
bad
for
colour.
now. Brown.
Brown would be a bad colour. Yeah, you don't want brown. Brown or red's probably the no-go zone.
I was thinking you should have an unlimited supply of spare panties, which you can throw.
Yeah, like banana peels.
or if you get a good shot, it blinds the opponent because it lands on their head for a short period of time.
Nice.
A short period of time.
Yeah, or you could get them scented, and then depending on what course you're on, you could have like an animal attack the scented panties.
Yeah.
The people have
so
to
if you had panties with a little wolf print on,
yeah,
then it would call in a wolf.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Well, there we go. So there.
It's weird that you went with wolf print as opposed to a scent for wolves. I mean, that's a bit strange, but it's fine.
Yeah, well, I can't find my page now.
You can't find your page.
No, I've gone. That'll do it. Got it. Don't worry, everyone. I found it.
Ben, do you know what time it is?
What's that?
Well, my watch didn't quite work there.
I can't read. The Discord's having a bit of a wobble. No, I can't see it.
No, there's not
I could
a
look
chance.
at my own
Even
time.
I could see it. It's time to get blurbed on. That's what it said.
Is it?
That's what it said. Yeah, it's time to get blurbed on.
Oh god, I can see it now. Yeah.
I could have just pointed towards the clock there, couldn't I?
Is it me first or you?
I went first last time.
That's true. That's what I meant to say. No, I meant to say it, but I said it wrong.
Yeah, I think I went first on both of them last time, so you might as well go first on both of these this time.
Do we need to summarise what this is, or do people know now?
Time to get blurbed on. We come up with a name of an anime, game, or mange, and the other person has to guess it. Yes. We have to guess what the actual synopsis is.
Yeah, and then afterwards you get the synopsis revealed and see how close you are.
Yep. 5 feet.
So, my choice for today is Werewolf Girl American.
Werewolf Girl American.
Yep.
Okay, so clearly a spin-off of Teen Wolf.
Absolutely.
Or, oh wait, would it be an American Werewolf in London or something like that, isn't it? Someone will know. Okay, so go through the title again, because now I've got Teen Wolf on the brain.
Werewolf Girl American.
Werewolf Girl American. Okay.
Yep.
Right.
Good luck.
So this is a monster anime, is what I'm going to say it is, where everyone goes to school as different types of monsters, and then there's in Japan, obviously Glorious Nippon, and then there's an American transfer student who is a werewolf.
Right.
And I don't know why. I was thinking noon. She turns into a werewolf, but that doesn't make sense. It's supposed to be a full moon. But in this universe,
Yeah.
at noon,
The world is your oyster.
Absolutely. Wonder why it was so sticky. So, I think at noon, the American girl turns into a werewolf,
Right.
and then obviously chaos ensues. Of her clothes would have to break because it's in Glorious Nippon and it's an anime. They'd have to tear like
Is it
paper.
an anime?
Yeah, I'm sure this is an anime. It's got to be. Is in my mind. She makes friends. Now, who would she make friends with? What kind of monsters would she make friends with? Obviously, a slime, because again, Glorious Nippon. One of them's got to be a slime.
Known for its slime. Absolutely known for
its
it.
slime. They originated slime. Not many
made
people know
slime.
that. It'd have to be. What would be? There's got to be a small girl. But what animal would she be? Maybe a ferret.
Right.
Yeah. Small girl would be a ferret. So we've got a slime, a ferret, and then we need one more for the quadfecta. Normally trifecta, but I'm going for a quad. And then, it'd have to be something which disagrees with werewolves, but deep down cares a lot for American Werewolf Girl, or Werewolf Girl
Right.
American. So what animal would that be? What animal would pester a werewolf? What's like a bear? I think a bear. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
A bear. That makes sense to me because you're stealing my thunder of being big, scary, and have teeth and claws.
I see.
So I think that's it. So it's a high school slice of life anime about a Japanese school and then an American girl. No, a werewolf girl, American, transfers in.
There you go. You've got Werewolf Girl and American in there.
Yes.
So that's
So I
three
went-
words there. Unfortunately, it's not quite right.
Oh.
There's a few aspects you got right, actually.
Don't tell me this is a mech anime. There's some kind of mech anime. Like, oh look, they transform into a werewolf machine.
Okay, so you ready for the answers?
Absolutely. Come on, give
so
it to
this
me. Lay
this
it
is
on me.
a manga from 1994. It's rated 2 stars on
2 stars.
Anime Planet.
Nice.
Are you ready for the synopsis of Werewolf Girl American?
Absolutely.
I can't do a Japanese.
Oh,
word.
sure you can.
Mika Akawa is a 16-year-old
Ridiculous.
girl with a secret. She's 1/4 werewolf.
A quarter.
Despite having to be careful around the full... I'll do that again.
So I'm just trying to figure out which quarter would be werewolf.
I know.
So you've got foot to knee, knee to hip, hip to chesticles, I guess. Chesticles to head. Trying to figure out what the quarter would be. Sorry, go ahead.
Despite having to be careful around the time of the full moon, Mika lives a normal teenage life. See, you got that right? A slice of life. Going to school and even catching the eye of a boy named Masato. However, Masato is not only a bit on the perverted side, but he is also a member of the Mamono Hunter tribe dedicated to wiping out all monsters, including werewolves. There's a bit more yet.
Oh,
With
okay.
Masato sensing a peculiar aura around Mika, it's only a matter of time before he discovers the truth. But what will he do when he finds out?
Bone down.
Comedy,
Oh.
one-shot, monsters, supernatural, werewolves, nudity.
Nudity? What was that one again?
It's a Werewolf Girl American.
So, I mean, before you even guess mine, I'm taking the win because it said about a time in there, full moon like time, but it didn't specify that it had to be a full moon. So, in my universe, midday is when there's always a full moon. It just appears out of nowhere. A full moon comes out.
I was actually trying to think what the time difference between Japan and America would be, and if you could get a 12-hour time difference. So it's noon there, and
I think it's 7 hours.
I guess it depends where in America you are, because they have
yeah.
a variation of like 3
They've
or
got,
4
like,
hours.
700 different time zones. They're so greedy.
I know.
Just like they are with their McDonald's. Right, so my one is called Your Choice.
That's it.
Yep.
That is not much to work with at all.
No,
That's
it's not.
terrible. I've got no characters. I have nothing.
Well, there's your and choice in it.
Yeah. You sure it's not choice your?
No, it is your choice. Your choice and
Yeah,
your
that's my
pick.
choice, but what's the name?
Nice. I mean, it took
Come
me
on,
3
just keep
times.
going like this now.
No, absolutely not. I'm letting you struggle.
What's the name of it?
I'm letting you struggle in this terrible swimming pool of death that is your choice.
Come on, I need to keep my brain, this conversation going, so my brain can think of something desperately.
No, I'm not helping you out.
What's the name of it again? Sorry, one more time.
You already know.
Sorry.
You already know.
You already know.
So, viewers, what you have here
Okay,
is
so
one
no,
man
I've got
struggling
it.
to even
It's
be
come
able
to me.
to think.
It's an anime. Your choice is an anime where the
Okay.
viewer gets to decide. So your choice, it's your choice what happens. So it's a really long anime series. So basically, when one episode comes out, there's always a poll on what should happen for the next episode. And the viewers can take this in any direction whatsoever.
Give us some directions which they could take it in, Ben.
Okay, let me just explain the concept first. So
I think
obviously,
we got the concept.
anime takes a long time to develop. So this is one episode every 6 months.
One every 6 months.
One every 6 months, because
You do realise Twitter is the thing, yeah?
What do you mean?
As in, you could just say, "Oh, see you next week for your choice." They
No.
could, within a day, someone could tweet, "Oh, I want this to happen." They could do that. It's people are capable. You don't have to wait 6 months.
No, this is a long anime.
This is not 1801.
It's an hour per episode.
Yeah?
And all of the choices need to be made and put into the...
No, come on, 6 months.
Okay,
That's way too
so,
long. Way
no,
too long.
you're
Come on.
not telling me it's my choice.
It's a week.
It's my choice.
Okay. But actually, it's not.
You're
It's
trying
down
to... You're worried
down to
because
this.
I'm exactly on
exactly
what's going
on.
here.
Yeah, I'm not
And
trying,
you're trying to throw me off.
not trying to throw you a lifeline here.
So anyway, basically, the first episode of Your Choice was just a screen with 4 characters stood there doing nothing.
Characters.
Because no one's made a choice yet. There's 4 characters. There's 2 girls, 2 men.
Oh no.
And it's your choice. Where would you take it, viewers? Pop your comments.
Wait,
down there.
well, you still... Sorry, I thought you were just asking them a very lewd question then. I didn't realise you were still talking about the anime. Asking the viewers where they would take it. That's disgusting. Okay, so you were, what we call in the business, 4 miles off.
That's not bad. I'll take that.
Your choice, also known as Dochi Nisuru,
That would have helped.
is an anime. Yeah, of course it would. Raoul, an alligator, has a bad tooth and also needs a haircut. Is he going to a barber or a dentist or neither of them? Modillo, an armadillo, wonders if he should bring an umbrella or not. So what is your choice?
What?
That's
That's ridiculous.
That is
Where's
it.
that
How could you
going?
not get that?
I don't even...
How could you
Honestly,
not get that from the
I
title?
don't even think the creators know where they're going with that yet. Alligators don't have hair.
What are you talking about? Of course they do.
Of course they don't.
Unbelievable. There's
What if it's in a
at the moment,
reptile?
right? So I just want to apologise because this is great
Ridiculous.
podcast timing. If you can hear that noise, that's a guy standing on a roof next to me with a leaf blower.
Right. Is he
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, he's having a whale of a time. Oh, he's got a friend to help him out now.
Oh, he seems to be pushing him off. What's going
Yeah.
on there?
Oh no, guys! It's a ring out. They're playing Soul Calibur with leaf blowers. So yeah, that was your choice, and of course, alligators have hair. It's a well-known fact.
Leave your comments down below if alligators have hair or not. They've got
And
a comment about 5 times now.
Yeah, I know. I love it. Raoul, an alligator, has a bad tooth and also needs a haircut. Like, that is just a side thing. Like, oh my god, this is... Oh god, I need a haircut as well. What is all
They
going
couldn't
on
get any
this
worse.
day?
What's going on?
Oh, this day's been ruined. But, I might have to look that up now just to see what it's like.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
So just before we go, let's talk about what we've been doing the last week. You been playing anything cool, anything new?
Well, you would have seen this by now, from when the podcast goes up, but I was playing the Resident Evil 2 remake demo, which was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and I mean, I was excited.
Oh my goodness, my
anyway.
TV's gone on.
How's Kit getting on?
Oh, was that me?
Sorry. No.
Okay, that's
But
a bit...
I was going to show you that okay, it's not having it. It's just gone live.
I can just about... Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go. Resident Evil 2
Kind of.
remake, one-shot demo,
Just
Vivify
gone live.
gameplay. There you go. So Ben is stalking me apparently. Always, whenever he turns his telly on, has my voice coming out, and I
Well,
think that's his alarm clock.
No, that wasn't your voice. That was I don't know what it was. Shall I see what it was?
Yeah, no, it's my voice. No, just in case of copyright.
How hard can it be?
See, that was me. How
How
hard
hard
can it be?
can it be?
That's my well-known catchphrase.
I mean, I think it was on the website now. I can't remember what. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Resident Evil
2 remake demo, and yeah, it was
Yeah.
a lot of fun. I completed the demo because I'm too cool for school. It was a bit weird though, because it wasn't like a separate thing. It was part of the actual story, and you could play up to 30 minutes of it, and that's it. You can't play anymore. So it's quite
So
strange.
it's basically the whole game, but if you were like
But
a
you're
speed
limited,
runner.
yeah. Oh no, you wouldn't be able to get through because once
Okay.
I'll spoil it anyway because everyone would have seen it. Everyone and their nan would have seen my video, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
You get
thousands of
one
views.
key, open up a specific door, and that's it. That's when it ends there, just so you
Okay.
don't see it. But yeah.
So how are you feeling? Would you say happy with it or?
Absolutely, yeah. I wanted them to, as I said in the video anyway, but I'll repeat myself because why not? I wanted them to stick with like the original, but change up a lot of it, if that makes sense. Because I didn't want it to just be like what they did with Resident Evil Remake, the first one, the very first one, is they kept the mansion, but then added loads of stuff into it, changed some of the puzzles, and that was it. Just made loads of different additions to it instead of just keeping it a complete remake. But which is I just really like because they've added loads of things, loads of different new puzzle elements already, which is great. I just like it. It's a good survival horror game already. I can see it being good. Graphics were great. I played it on the PS4 for that video, and well, I'm going to be playing it on Steam again anyway. But yeah, that's it. I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, I'm glad it's good because there's a huge fan base behind Resident Evil. So,
well, they said if this sells well, this Resident Evil 2 remake, they're going to do Resident Evil 3 remake as well. So,
is that a bigger one? Do you think?
I think they could be more adventurous with it because that one was a bit more actiony. So I think they could add loads of different stuff to it as well. But I really liked Resident Evil 3. It's probably of the old school ones, easily 2 was probably my favourite, and then 3, and then 1 would be last at the old school ones. Yeah. But, that's just really cool. Looking forward to it.
Good.
How about you, my sweet boy?
Well, apart from
my sweet buttery.
No, don't carry on with that sentence.
What?
So, God of War, been playing the last couple of weeks. Absolutely in love with it.
You mean Dad of Boy?
Dad of Boy. There is a lot of boy said in that.
There's a lot of boys.
Boy. That was my impression.
I would say it was a good impression, but I don't want to lie to you.
Thanks.
But no, there's so much boy in God of War. I don't have it. I haven't played it.
Yeah.
But it's coming through on some of my other games, like God of War. He's like literally just popping in through the side and going boy. Yeah. On some of my games, so it's quite weird.
No, but seriously, they've honestly made something quite incredible with that. I've never played any of the previous ones, so I'm not sure how accurate it is in terms of like story following on. I don't even know if they do follow on. I know Kratos is featured throughout all of them, but I don't know you know, if his son's part of it or if his wife was part of it in any of the previous ones or whatever. But
Yeah.
the story and graphics are just insane, actually, for a console. It's such a shame that these kind of games aren't coming to PC, at least not that we know of yet. But
Yeah.
it's really nice to see some developers that, you know, Santa Monica Studio is not like the world's biggest studio, and they've created something, you know, that will be remembered, I think, better than Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
Because Red Dead's already kind of dying down, in my opinion. It had its massive spell, and it's an amazing game. I don't want to take that away from it, but God of War to me is just more, in terms of what they've created, like the atmosphere and stuff. It's pretty epic.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, I think you've hit the nail on the head because, like you said, a lot of Red Dead 2 has Red Dead and gone.
That was a nail. Sorry. Carry on. I've also been reading these books, just the one actually, but they are.
Oh, the ones with the post-it notes in.
There's no post-it notes in them. I wouldn't use
prove it. Can you open?
I wouldn't use a post-it note as a I wouldn't use a post-it note as a bookmark. Basically, these are Elder Scrolls novels. They're like £5 on Amazon. Not sponsored. And if you're interested in the world, they're by Greg Keyes, and there's 2 of them so far. They're really good. Well, I've only read like 30 pages.
Oh, that's fine.
It's good so far.
Speaking
I've
of
finished chapter 1.
He's finished chapter 1. Happy he is. Did chapter 1. It took me 4 months.
That's it.
There were some big words like the and.
It's actually quite not a tough read, but there is if you didn't know anything about the Elder Scrolls universe, you're screwed.
Well, yeah, I'd imagine so, or something like that.
They don't explain anything. You know, if there's a name of a potion that grants invisibility,
yeah,
they don't. They just call it by its name, and it's not invisibility potion or whatever. It's the name of it. It is in the game, and yeah.
So, will reading that book increase your speech in the games?
I don't think it's linked up yet, but I haven't synced my book with my game, so I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
I think if I sync the microchip here with the game, then it'll work just fine.
Oh, cool.
And increase my speech.
Oh, good. Or if you put it over someone's eyes,
oh, that's
like the bucket, yeah, you'd be able to steal stuff and get away with it.
Don't steal anything. I can see it.
Yeah.
Anyway, can you hear that? I can. I'm not going to play it yet. So
no, I was about to say, you do realise that we could just slam the music on, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks for watching, everybody in the world.
Everyone, thank you very much to our Patreons, or patrons. No, not Patreons. There's not multiple websites. Patrons, thank you.
Yeah, there's patreons.com, and that's the spam website, so don't go on that one.
Yeah, so thank you very much for that. It helps us keep the website going, which is very useful, actually. Otherwise, the whole thing would just kind of crumble. So
yes, yeah,
we really appreciate that. And also thank you to D.Watt for the intro and outro music. As always, link in the description.
Star Wars.
No, quick, end it. Bye. I'm not doing any more Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Shut up. No. Stop it.